What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about survival fitness. And you know, a lot of people see people on Instagram and online and think these guys really fit. The vast majority of people that you see, especially when they're up in age and they're just ripped and have tons of muscle mass, they're probably not really fit. They're probably on some kind of anabolic steroids for the most part, and they're probably not fit. Okay, so there's a difference between like bodybuilding, you know, things like that, than being actually fit. And so I kind of want to talk about some things. Like, a lot of people have a misconception about fitness, and we did the Tactical Athlete program to show people what, you know, you're looking for combat style or survival style fitness. And essentially, and you can find that link on our website or follow us on Instagram, either or. I'll put the links below. But think about things you'd naturally do. It's kind of like in the military, you do lots of running, but never in my military survival did I do any long distance running for real, like only for training. It really was nothing. There's never a situation where I would have to run long distance. There's never a situation where I'm having to do a bench press style movement. You know, lots of your bodybuilding movements, you don't really have a real reason that you'd ever really do that in real life. Now, you may be lifting bags over your head, you may be utilizing a lot of core strength, a lot of leg strength, and a lot of overhead pressing strength, a lot of climbing, things like that, short bursts of runs, carrying things long distance. A lot of people are fans of rucking. Rucking doesn't give you the ability to do like a cross body stabilization like we're going to show when I'm going to be working out today. It's load put on your back and it's stabilized to your back, whereas you put a sandbag on your shoulder, kind of like if you're working on a farm, you know, doing physical labor, or you're carrying an animal you just killed out of the wilderness, you know, or you're carrying something you found, some kind of resource, and you're moving it to another location. You know, this is real world fitness. Okay, so the thing is a lot of people, also a lot of these guys with awesome physiques are eating very regimented diets. You may not always have that luxury. There was times when I would have to do lots of things with no food. I mean, there was times we'd have something, a lot of Marines are going to recognize this, called hot wets. You may get hot wets for breakfast, which is coffee and some kind of broth, you know, and that's it. That's what you got, water, you know, no carbs. And you have to perform off of that. So being able to, your body experience being able to perform off certain things, like a marathon runner, he's filling up on carbs before he goes. What if he can't do that? You know, what if the situation you can only get protein, you can't get carbs? You know, this is what your body needs to feel at those times. I remember on a Survivor, the TV show a long time ago, there was this guy who's really jacked and ripped, and he failed every competition they had, and Jeff Probst, the host, was like, man, on paper you should be winning every one. And that's whenever I realized that someone that looks good doesn't mean they're necessarily fit. So what we're going to do is, with a sandbag, getting out in nature, and we're walking down a trail carrying a 125-pound sandbag, because it's something I may really do. You know, I've done jobs, physical labor growing up, and having to carry, you know, bags of concrete over somewhere, you know, things like that. Something you may have to do in real world scenario, you know. And so whenever you're carrying something like a pack, it's centered on your back, like a rucksack. The thing is about carrying a sandbag on a shoulder and rotating it is because, one, it's an unstable load. It's not a bar, you know. It's an unstable load, and you're going cross-body stabilization. Cross-body, carrying something cross-body, where it's a kettlebell, a dumbbell. Anytime you can do a cross-body, like if you're doing a cross-body squat with a kettlebell, that's going to give your core the most activation. It's going to give you more core strength than doing any kind of abs or planks, ab exercises or planks. So you really want, for, you know, combat or survival fitness, you do want endurance, but you don't have to do the running thing. You can do long walks and things like that. Running puts a lot of stress in your body. So carrying something on your body, you're utilizing your core strength, you're using your body to pick it up with that power move, that power strength move. You're developing that, and you're carrying it, so you're getting that endurance as well. So you're hitting that activation, and moving a loose load across your body is very challenging, and your core is just really going to be activated. So if you got any questions or comments about fitness and things, we're going to do more fitness things. And I'm not saying I don't use weights, because I absolutely do, and we'll show some of that in the future. But I want to kind of get out the mindset of just working out in the gym. You can work out outside, fill up a bag with a bunch of sand in it, and do the same thing. You know, walking with a rifle, or jogging with a rifle, you know, something in your hands. I never jogged in the real world without having a rifle, you know, in my military experience. Like when I was deployed, I always had a rifle with me. I'm always holding that, you know, 7 to 10 pounds, depending on how much gear I had on the rifle, and changing hands and carrying it. So that's what this is about. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. I'm answering a question I always get asked, and I'm sure people are going to, you know, want to know, what's my sunglasses? These are Stinger Alpine polarized ballistic sunglasses. These things are amazing. They're ballistic ANSI rated lenses, scratch resistant coating. This is the red coating they have. This is the Alpine version. What I like about these is that they're cool, you know, but they're super durable. Like, you could not do this to some Oakleys, you know, they'd snap on you. So you don't have to worry about them breaking. They have videos of getting shot with birdshot into the lens. It doesn't penetrate. It has a fully adjustable nose pad here, so you can, you know, adjust it to your liking. But they stay on your head with the rubberized ends here, and they look really good. So check Stinger out below. We're going to put the link and a 10% discount. Guys, so this is a 125-pound bag from Brute Strength. I fill mine with gravel because sand kind of comes out the bag and you get mouthfuls of sand all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands under here, and we're going to use our legs to swing the bag up and put it on our shoulder, right? And so now we're just going to walk. And because we got a cross body, it's going to be stabilizing our core. And let's say I want to change, I can go ahead and throw it. And this is good for, like, especially martial arts. Just toss that thing down like that right there. Now we'll go ahead and get up, and we'll switch it again. We'll get to marching again. This could be something like a dead deer. It could be, I could have found some supplies and carrying something. Maybe my pack strap's broke and I have to carry my pack. My body's now used to doing something like this. You can also get it, and we can put it behind our shoulders too, and do it like this. But essentially we can alternate these movements as we go down the trail. So hopefully this helps you. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, you know, ideally we want straps. We may not be able to have straps, so that's maybe why you have to carry it like a log style carry. So anyhow guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any comments or questions below, and as always, thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.